Scottsbluff County elected officials and department heads are taking part in workshops to hash out a spending plan for the upcoming fiscal year. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, with initial budget proposals, Scottsbluff County would see more than $61 million in spending, with revenues of $29 million and a property tax asking of $14.48 million. That's up about $1.5 million from the previous fiscal year. Management accountant Lisa Ryan explained to the board what they would have to do to avoid taking part in a joint public meeting to explain why the tax asking exceeds a new state threshold.
If we go more than 2% over the property tax ask of last year, 2% plus the real growth percentage increase. So if we go 2.31914, this all came from the assessor. If we spend more than $300,000 over last year, we have to go into that joint public hearing. So at this point, we're $904,000 over.
However, that number could change once certified property valuations are in, which has to be done by August 20th, and which will be higher than the $3.145 billion figure from last year. The initial budget numbers as they currently stand are impacted by higher fuel prices for several departments and a general pay raise of 5%, which would take effect in the second quarter of the new fiscal year. Well, balloons are in the air this morning over the skies of Gering and Scottsbluff, a sign that the U.S. National Hot Air Balloon Championships are getting underway this week in conjunction with the Old West Balloon Fest. Flights today are practice runs as pilots get ready for the official competition that gets underway tomorrow and runs through Saturday. Old West Balloon Fest organizer Colleen Johnson explains how targets are selected each day.
The national staff gets up about 3 in the morning and they start putting up helium balloons called pie balls, and they start reading the winds at every 100 feet. So that's when they decide where the targets are going to be. So the Nationals pilots have to take off a mile away from the first target. And there's usually 5 to 6 targets every morning and in the evening. So once that's decided, then we can announce to the public where the target is going to be that they can go view.
The Old West Balloon Fest gets underway Wednesday with a night glow at WNCC, followed by mass ascensions Friday and Saturday from the Mitchell Airfield. Also on Saturday will be the Mitchell Downtown Craft Fair, Cornhole Tournament, and Wiener Dog races, as well as the night glow at Five Rock Amphitheater that caps this year's event. Event passes are required to attend Balloon Fest activities. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Allo means reliability, productivity, connect. Allo means no more of that. Allo means business. Local business, big business, small business. If you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Welcome back. A 30-year-old Gering man who pleaded no contest to 2 separate charges of possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute earlier this year is back in custody. Joseph Van Winkle was charged following 2 December incidents in which he was in possession of meth, heroin, and fentanyl. Sentencing on the 2 Class 2 felonies was set for May 13th, but Van Winkle failed to appear after posting bond in March. A warrant for Joseph Van Winkle's arrest was issued this spring, and he was taken back into custody last week. Well, the Oregon Trail Community Foundation has set up a disaster fund specific to the Carter Canyon wildfire. This fund will be aimed at the needs of those affected by the disaster, but which won't be fully determined until days and weeks following. Executive Director Kathy McDaniel lauded the work of Firefighter Ministry and their efforts taking care of immediate needs of firefighters and fire victims. And the new online fund will help address victims' needs not covered by the Firefighter Ministry or the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service. Information on how to give is included with this story online at kneb.com. And police are investigating the killings of 4 people in a small northeast Nebraska town and have arrested a neighbor of the victims. The Nebraska State Patrol says a police team surrounded a home in Laurel, Nebraska around 2:30 a.m. Friday after gathering evidence at 2 burned houses where the 4 bodies were found Thursday morning. NSP arrested 42-year-old Jason Jones of Laurel on suspicion of homicide. He had been badly burned and was taken to a hospital in Lincoln. He was charged later on Friday with 10 felonies, including 4 counts of first-degree murder. Well, coming up from the break, Chris Cottrell in with an update from the world of sports. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Wrapping up the summer baseball season, and it's time to head towards the fall. At Oregon Trail Park Stadium on Saturday night, the Western Nebraska Pioneers earned the Independence League Championship as they beat the Spearfish Sasquatch 3-2. The winning run scoring on a bases-loaded walk in the bottom of the 9th inning as the Pios sweep the series 2-0. It's the second championship for the Pioneers in franchise history after winning the Expedition League title back in 2018. Best of luck to the coaches, players, and broadcaster Jake Circus as they all head back to their college campuses for the upcoming school year. And with the close of the baseball season, we dive headfirst into the upcoming school year with fall sports. We start with both football teams in town as Scottsbluff and Gering, both programs were out early this morning for workouts. At Scottsbluff, the Bearcats figure to be one of the favorites in Class B heading into the season for head coach Judd Hall.
Really looking forward to the upcoming season. Feel like we have an opportunity to compete at a high level this upcoming year, build on a team that went 8-3 last year. lost to a state championship team and then another team that played for a state championship twice last year. So had a very successful year. A lot of guys back, mix in a few new faces to our program, but we expect to compete at a high level and be playing our best football when we start district play.
Scottsbluff returns plenty of firepower in the offensive run game, plus some big new additions to the roster this year. What has Coach Hall's message to the team been with regards to handling the preseason hype?
We're gonna practice like we're an underdog. We got to practice like we're trying to catch somebody in front of us. We got to practice like we're that people have big expectations of us, and we better be able to live up to those expectations.
The Bearcats will travel 2,800 plus miles this season. They'll open with a long roadie at Lincoln Pius on the 26th. For Gering, it's that annual question about getting over the hump. Last year's Bulldogs finished at 2-7. They had a shot at a couple of more wins than what they actually finished with. Head coach Danny O'Boyle says they've put themselves in a good position over the summer months.
We had a pretty consistent group of kids the entire summer. We were right around 40 every day in the weight room, so that was really good for us. Like these guys mentioned, we went up to Shattern State this summer for team camp. I thought we played pretty well there.
Gering will open with 3 of their first 4 games at home, and that sets them up well to hopefully get off to a confidence-building start.
Because last year we were in some ball games that we felt like we did have opportunities to win, and just couldn't quite get it done at the end. So we've put a big emphasis on finishing, whether it's in the weight room and position drills, daily things. And I think with the way our schedule sets up, it'll give us an opportunity to have some success. I think we match up well with quite a few teams on our schedule.
Gering's season opener is the 26th at home against Torrington. That is the latest today. From right here at the FNBO Sports Desk, I'm Chris Cottrell.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, a Mitchell man has a sizable payday after hitting the top prize in a Nebraska Lottery scratch-off game. Lottery officials say Andrew Garcia won $40,000 playing the $5 Nebraska State Parks game. The overall odds of winning that top prize coming in at a cool 1 in 88,000. Congratulations to Andrew on that massive win. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.